All right, so let's get some focus. Let's work on these problems. Okay. This is a proportionality problem. We have to find this height. Let's call that x. So let us say that 24 divided by 18 or over 18 has to be equal to x over 12. Essentially, we get rid of division by multiplying by 12. So it's 12 times 24 divided by 18. Without a calculator, we can do some reduction and make our life simple. 6 goes into 18 3 times, goes into this 4 times. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 4 times 4 is 16. And that's how we get the answer 16. All right? This next problem, number 2, is also a proportionality problem. So let's label things. Always annotate to make your life easy. He is 6 feet tall. His shadow is 5 feet tall. We want to know the height of the pole. Let's call that x. And what are we told? It casts a shadow that is 25 feet long. So the entire distance is 25. So again, same proportionality. X over 25 has to be equal to 6 over 5. Okay. Again, you multiply by 25 to get rid of division by 25. Gone, gone. 5 goes into 25 5 times. 5 times 6 is equal to 30. That's how we get x is equal to 30, and we get that answer. Okay. Going forward, problem number 3. Another proportionality problem. Label immediately. 6 feet tall. He stood, so this distance is 25. The entire shadow is 34. What is 34 minus 25? That's going to be 9. Okay? 34 minus 25 gives you 9. That's that distance. So what are we looking at in terms of proportionality? We want to find x. So again, the setup is x over the entire distance, which is 34, has to be equal to 6 over 9. Multiplied by 34. Right? Multiplying both sides by 34. To get rid of that, times 34. I can reduce this here by dividing the top and the bottom by 3. Now I have 2 over 3. 2 times 34 is now 68 divided by 3. And our answer is going to be 22.9, rounds to 23, right? That's how that's done. Number 4, let us label first. What are we looking at? They position the mirror 6 meters away from the flagpole. That's 6. 2 meters away from the student. 2. The height, 1.5. 1.5. Flagpole is x. X over 6 has to be equal to 1.5 over 2. Which one looks like that? Neither of them look like that, but we can also say 2 to 6 has to be equal to 1.5 to x, to see if we get that relationship. And we see which one looks like that. B is the inverse of that. Right? B is the inverse of that. So let's do the work, multiplying both sides by 1.5. So now I have x is equal to 6 over 2 times 1.5. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 3 times 1.5 is 4.5. And that's how we get B as our answer. Okay. Number 5. What are we doing for number 5? Let's do a quick sketch. Danny and Terry are standing outside next to each other. Two people.
Like you got doing some real serious work out here, man.
Thank you for interrupting the video I'm recording. Danny and Terry are standing outside in the sun next to each other. Danny is 72 inches tall. 72. And his shadow is 60 inches. If I have somebody who is 56, the question is, oh no, actually the question is, what is his height? We know the shadow is 56. So the proportion is that x to 72 has to be the same thing as 56 to 60. Okay? If we look at it that way, or we can say x to 56 has to be the same thing as 72 to 60. Both of those proportions are the same thing. Which one do we find? We find this one inverted right here. Always remember the inversion is the same if both sides are inverted. This makes it easy to multiply both sides by 72 times 72. Cancel, cancel. 6 goes into 72. 12 times goes into this 10 times.
Okay, I really have one.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey,
Hello.
And so then our answer is now 67.2.